So another way to control how your dynamic objects move in a scene is by using Cinema 4D's particle modifiers. In this instance, we'll use the Attractor object. To enable our coins to be able to pile up instead of fall and spread flat out along our table, we'll use a particle modifier that will help attract our coins to a central position to create a pile near the type. So we're going to go up to Simulate, Particles, and here's all of our particle modifiers. And we're just going to use the Attractor modifier right now, and it applies it to the center of our scene. So the first thing we're going to do is go to our settings and change the fall off from infinite, which means it affects everything in the scene, to a sphere. So let's actually scale up our sphere here. So you can see our fall off growing here. It's probably a little bit too big, so we'll just create it, say about 1250. So we actually want to make this fall off kind of encompass where our cone is. So let's turn on our cone, and that's looking pretty close. So we can move it up a little bit more. And we want our fall off to be strongest. So the strongest fall off is going to be where this red is, right around here, the inner part, the core of this sphere. So we can actually adjust this so it's a little bit smaller. So this is where the coins are going to be affected most by the Attractor object here. So we can go into our object settings here, and here's all our properties. So we're going to change the mode from acceleration to force. So using this force option takes into account the mass of the object that we set in the last video. So therefore, it will use the custom mass value we set for the coins. So let's crank the strength up to about 1500 and adjust the speed limit to a lower value. The speed limit helps when there are particles flying pretty fast through a scene, but since our particles aren't going very fast, this doesn't affect it as much. So we can bring the speed limit down to, say, 100. Now let's turn back off our cylinder, and let's hit play. So with our Attractor object set, you can see that our coins are being slightly attracted to the area where the coins fall first, and to help force our coins to stack up in a pile rather than fall and move away from where our text is.